pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. And I would ask the clerk to please call roll.
Cook, Hopkins, O'Donnell, Patterson,
All here.
Richardson,
Here.
Aaron Scott,
Here.
Bill Scott,
Here.
Wankle,
Here.
Romowski,
Here.
Williams,
Here.
Mayor Ezra,
Here.
City Attorney Beard.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Is there a reading of the minutes this evening?
Yes, I move that the minutes be accepted and circulated.
Is there a second? All those in favor of approving the minutes, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Presentation of petitions.
No petitions. We have two. Okay, the first petition is to, or from, I should say, Mark Lawson. He's a public safety department for Illinois College, and they would like to have their block party April 28th from 5 to 9:30, and then Osage Orange Festival on May 12th from 4 to 8, and that will requesting closure of Edge Hill Road between Lincoln Avenue and Park Street. We do this on an annual basis, no problems there. The other one is from June Connor. They own Connor Amusements, the Connor Family Amusements. They would like to hold a benefit for Paws in Community Park on May 31st, June 1st and 2nd, possibly the 3rd, depending on the weather. They would like to be getting set up on May 29th and again on May 30th, and they've done this for a few years now. I have contacted Kelly Hall and Adam Fletcher, and both know exactly where they're going to put these people and how they're going to set them up, and there's no problem from any of those. If it's okay, we'll go ahead and give them approval, go forward. Thank you.
Very good. And claims are in the hands of the alderman. Is there a motion to pay claims this evening? Alderman Williams, second by Alderman Aaron Scott. All those in favor of approving claims, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Mayor's report. Item number 1 is a resolution waiving advertisement for bids and accepting the proposal for services regarding the Jacksonville Municipal Landfill. Is there a motion? Alderman Aaron Scott, second by Alderman Bill Scott.
Be resolved that competitive bidding is hereby waived as a proposal for Fair Grant Engineering and Environmental for post-closure work at Jacksonville Municipal Landfill 3 and amount not to exceed $33,000 is hereby approved.
Discussion? I would ask the clerk to please call roll.
Richardson,
Yes.
Scott, Aaron,
Yes.
Bill Scott,
Yes.
Wankle,
Yes.
Romowski,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Very good. Item number 2 is the resolution accepting contract for vending machine at Community Park. Is there any motions on that? Alderman Bill Scott, second by Alderman Aaron Scott.
Be resolved that the contract between the city and CNS Holdings of LLC for the vending machines at Jacksonville Community Park are hereby approved with a percentage fee of 6% of the city.
Any discussion? I would ask the clerk to please call roll.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'd like to move to table this. I spoke to him after the meeting, and I'd like to just see him. I guess JSA is not aware of any of this at all. And from my conversations with the two gentlemen, they're on a short timeline, but if it's something the city council wanted us to do, they'd be on board with that. At least from what it sounded like. They're not here
Is
now.
there a second on the table?
Second.
Alderman Romowski. Roll call to table.
Yes.
Richardson,
Yes.
Aaron Scott,
No.
Bill Scott,
No.
Wankel,
Yes.
Wormowski,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-2.
Okay. Number 3, resolution authorizing payment to Jacksonville Main Street for the Oak Leaf Crypto Tech Downtown Concert Series. Is there a motion? Alderman Walko, second by Alderman Bill Scott.
Be it resolved that the city authorizes payment to Jacksonville Main Street in connection with the downtown concert series and it's not to exceed $5,000.
Discussion? I would ask the clerk to please call roll.
Aaron Scott,
Yes.
Bill Scott,
Yes.
Wankel,
Yes.
Wormowski,
No.
Williams,
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Clerk's report.
All the items under the clerk's report were sent out via email. If there are any questions with any of those reports, you can stop by my office, we'll go over them. Thank you.
Very good. Any public comment at this time? Consent agenda items, finance, IT, and personnel. Alderman Williams.
Yes, I have 3. First one is resolution authorizing payment for the capital improvement fund for certain improvement projects. Number 2 is resolution authorizing payments for the general fund and service rendered. And number 3 is resolution approving a revolving loan fund loan to Rohn Investments.
Parks and Lakes, Alderman Wilmot.
Resolution approving agreement for easement with Scott Morgan Green Water Cooperative.
And utility, Alderman Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. 3 items tonight. Number 1, resolution authorizing payments from the Waterworks and Sewerage Project Fund for services rendered in improvement projects. Number 2, resolution approving copy machine lease agreement for the administration office. Number 3, resolution approving engineering agreement for the Northwest Street water main replacement project. And I so move.
Is there a second? Alderman Bill Scott. You've heard the items under the consent agenda. Is there any you wish to pull for further discussion?
Finance 3.
Finance 3. I would ask the clerk to please call roll.
Bill Scott,
Now we're voting on pulling that or voting on?
No.
Voting on the balance.
All.
Yes.
Wankel,
Yes.
Wormowski,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Richardson,
Yes.
Aaron Scott.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Committee reports, finance, IT, and personnel. Alderman Williams.
I have one, Mr. Mayor, and that's first reading of the ordinance amending the Jacksonville Municipal Code, Chapter 2, Administration, Article 2, Depository, Section 2-135, designation.
And second by Alderman Richardson.
Be it ordained that the municipal code be amended as far as the designations of bank depositories to now include the Bank of Jacksonville, Pharmacy Bank and Trust Company, First National Bank, Carnival National Bank, Jacksonville Savings Bank, Bank of Springfield, Prairie State Bank, and Town and Country Bank.
Any discussion? I would ask the clerk to please call roll.
Wankel,
Yes.
Wormowski,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Richardson,
Yes.
Aaron Scott,
Yes.
Bill Scott.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Tony, can you finance the one that was pulled, number 3, under
Oh, okay.
consent agenda, read that?
Yes, resolution approving the engineering agreement. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
A resolution approving a revolving loan fund loan for Rohn Investments Incorporated.
Is there a second? Alderman Wormowski.
Be it ordained that the city hereby authorizes $125,000 loan at an interest rate of 2.5% for 30 years and 7-year balloon payment to Rohn Investments in connection with the new golf course project.
Discussion?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is a great project, and I think we have more money in the revolving loan fund that we can use for this. So I would like to move to amend the proposal to add $20,000, so make it $145,000 instead of $125,000, and that would still leave enough for other projects that are being discussed.
How much did they say that they're only having?
Currently, right now, it's 125, so I'm moving to amend to add 20,000 to make it 145 instead of 125.
How much do they have in there?
We have 187, and there's 42 requested for the other project, so that gives us about, there's 20,000 in there for us.
20,000 would be my view. I'd have to look at the, I think I'd be leaving 18,000 after everything I mentioned. I might be wrong.
With giving them what amount?
Pardon me?
With,
So it's 187,000 in the fund.
There's 187,000 in the fund, 125 is going out at a request for, it was 42 or 44?
There's 42,000 for the other fund, so that means there's 145,000 left in the fund.
44?
Yeah, I
It
think
was 44.
what you told me today, Ron, was 40.
So 169,000 out of 187,000 is requested.
So he's wanting to close it all.
If you take what Alderman Lamas just suggesting, there would be a zero balance in there.
And maybe not quite enough for the full funding, though.
No, because that, well, I guess we should do, money comes in all the time, so by the time the next request comes in, there'll be enough money.
But you don't find many $3,000 projects.
Ron, are you taking into account, what was the current project that you're working on as well?
Could we stop for a second? Do we have a second to the motion?
No, there's no second yet.
I'm sorry, I never come here. What was that?
Well, we need a
We
second.
need a second before you.
I'll second it.
Okay, second.
I didn't get the question.
You have another pending project, correct?
Pardon
You have
me?
another pending project?
There is money coming in, yes.
No, there's a current application.
Application.
Yes.
Yes,
So that would take,
Yes.
yep, that would take away from this project? The current-
he's coming to the next meeting for you guys to vote on.
Okay.
Yes,
But with this increase, would it affect that?
20,000 probably. I mean, I would,
So there's 187,000 in the account right now. So if you subtract 125,000, that gives you 62,000 left. So if we take another 20,
187 less 125 is 44.
that gives you 42,000, which leaves you enough money for other.
That's
funds.
169,000 less 100 out of 187. So that'd be a little bit. The exact amount, I'd have to look and see what
So
the
you would
exact
have
amount
another
is.
potentially
you
this
vote.
other project, this other application.
It would be less than 20, but more than 16 probably.
So there's 44 left.
I'm voting against this.
and Ron, let's drain that down. Let's say that account is zero with these two applications. Well,
If
let's
the
just
account
pretend-
goes to zero and we get an application, we would have to request a DCEO, project by project. In other words, let's say the account balance was zero or not enough to do anybody any good, and somebody had a $75,000 project that they wanted to borrow 50,000. I'd have to take that to DCEO, and I've never done that. It's,
and request.
yeah, I mean, and I don't know how long that takes.
It might
if
take
it
a
happens
while, but
about-
most of those I think are approved.
Pardon me?
I think most of those are approved because you've already done all the due diligence on that other end.
And the other
Yeah.
nice thing is that,
Again, I've never done it, so I don't
I just
know.
had meetings on it.
Yeah, I mean, it could take 6 months to get that done. I don't know.
so the other thing too to consider is that we're gonna give the money for it's not just a golf course, we need to stop referring to that. It's like a center with a restaurant, there's all sorts of things that added onto this. So once we approve this, and we get $42,000 for the batting facility, we're already down to zero anyways. So you have to do that anyways.
Okay, the council, I mean, what Barton Orwowski is basically suggesting is 125,000, less 44,000, and whatever's left, give to Mr. Rohn. That's what he's suggesting.
I'm saying to add 20,000, so the the funding
You're
would be.
suggesting giving the balance is what it is. I can't tell you it's exactly $20,000.
The motion that I made was to increase the 125,000 by 20,000 to make it 145,000.
And I'm telling you, I don't know that, Steve. I mean, I may get some money in tomorrow, and they may be more than 20,000.
Well, I guess I'm not worried about that part. When I came up with the $20,000 number, it made it so that this project and the next project will use all the available funds.
I would like to look at my bank account to confirm my exact number, and I think I know that exact number because I knew it would be asked. Okay? Before you commit to 20,000, and I don't have it.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, is it possible to take a 5-minute recess now, even though there's something on the table so he can go do the math for this? So we can have instead of us going back and forth.
I thought he told you before there was like 18,000 something left.
Right.
So Ron, can we take, money from another account and put it into this account?
Then you'd be mixing public money with HUD money. That would probably be a really bad idea. I don't know, Alderman Watson, I've never done that either, but I can't imagine that being a good idea.
I would like to call the question if I could.
All right.
This is, you're voting on amending it, adding an additional $20,000 to the request.
And I would ask clerk, please call roll.
Richardson,
Yes.
Aaron Scott,
Yes.
Bill Scott,
No.
Walpole,
Abstain.
Ormowski,
Yes.
Williams.
No.
So the motion to amend passed
3-2.
3-2.
I'll give you what I got left.
We need to then vote on that resolution for $145,000. There's a motion.
Motion, Alderman Williams, second by Alderman Romowski. And I would ask clerk, please call roll.
Richardson,
No.
Aaron Scott,
Yes.
Bill Scott,
No.
Walpole,
Abstain.
Ormowski,
Yes.
Williams.
No.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to go back and make a move to amend the, we're still on this topic and we haven't moved on, so I'd like
We
to
have
change.
to final vote.
But I mean, we've done this before when we, 2 years ago, when we did the annual property or change in property taxes.
And we're heavily criticized for having that second vote at the same meeting. Go right ahead, if nobody challenges it, you're fine. We were highly criticized for allowing that to go on that last.
Well, I'd like to move to amend to go back to the original $125,000 amount.
Why don't you make a motion to reconsider the vote to $125,000?
I make a motion to reconsider vote to $125,000.
Is there a motion?
Yeah, that's a motion at
Which
$125,000,
we were originally going.
as we originally, yes.
I know I don't want to convolute anything, but I want to preface something for a reason I voted the way I
Can
did.
we get a second perhaps for that first? Aaron?
You want me to check and see how much I have in?
No.
When we go downstairs?
And I would ask.
Does anybody besides Alderman Walmowski wants me to go downstairs?
And I say this just only because there was too much of a gray area for what we were doing right then. I am an advocate of making sure that he gets the things that he needs from the city, but to make that clarification without having figured it and what that's really going to look like, that's the reason why I voted for what I did. I believe that it's going to be in good hands, and I also believe that it's going to be a benefit to our city. But this is too much for me to try to take at that time, so that was the reason why I voted.
I would ask the clerk to please call roll.
This vote is for the 125.
Yes.
Motion to reconsider by Wormaski, seconded by Aaron Scott. Richardson?
Yes.
Aaron Scott?
Yes.
Bill Scott?
No.
Wankel?
Abstain.
Wormaski?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, so what was that motion?
We're at 125.
We're at 125.
We're done.
Pardon me?
125,
125 is the amount.
yes. Planning and Public Works, Alderman Scott.
Yes, we have one item tonight, Mr. Mayor. First reading on an ordinance amending the Jacksonville Municipal Code, Chapter 28, Traffic and Vehicles through streets and stop intersections, Section 28, 204, Pacific stop intersection established. I so move.
Is there a second? Alderman Wankel.
Be it ordained that chapter 28, traffic and vehicles be amended, establishing a stop sign, right-of-way street, no right-of-way street, stop sign facing southbound traffic on Hardin Avenue, Michigan.
Discussion?
Just like to follow up, there's a letter here from the Village of South Jacksonville. One of the things they point out in this is that it would make it easier for trucks to enter and exit Reynolds. Previously, in the last meeting, I said I contacted Reynolds, and they said that they are not asking for this. Reynolds also suggested I contact Farmers Trucking, which does the hauling for Reynolds. And I called the owner last week, and he said, as owner of Farmers Trucking, I do not request a stop sign. It will be a hindrance to have a stop and thus slow productivity down to Reynolds. And he went on to say, in my eyes, putting a stop sign there will not slow traffic going by the park or for the pedestrians, if I could add that. It seems to be the issue is to put this through a stop at the park. So one of the main reasons South Jacksonville was requesting this was to help out industry, but then industry saying they don't want it.
Any other discussion? I would ask the clerk to please call roll.
May I ask a question? What is yes and what is no?
Yes
Yes
would
is-
be for the stop sign.
Williams?
Yes.
Wormaski?
No.
Wankel?
No.
Bill Scott?
Yes.
Aaron Scott?
No.
Richardson?
No.
Motion fails, 2-4.
Any old business tonight? Back to any public comment?
I got a comment on the 125,000. I just like to comment that from my board, I had one phone call against it, and I wish you the best success with it, but from probably the poorest ward in the city, I voted no against it. I hope you understand.
Any other old business? Any new business tonight?
Oh, if I could just point out to all the aldermen, Thursday at noon and at 1, there are pension board meetings for the fire and police pension board. It's a quarterly meeting. If nothing else, you can get some free stock advice. So I find the meetings to be absolutely riveting, and I suggest you guys come out and find out where all that is.
I would say that also. I said it in the morning, it was very interesting.
That's when.
Thursday at noon, this Thursday at 11, and then at 1. So I think fire's at 11 and police are at 1.
Yeah, fire's 11, police is 11.
Any other new business? Mr. Williams?
Oh, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn.
Second by Alderman Richardson, we are adjourned.
And obviously, we're not gonna do the executive session